Okay, so my name is Zhenzao Chen, and my project is called Hollow Knight 112. This is the tutorial screen, and this is the actual game. So let's start with basic character movement. Normally you would get power-ups as you move through the level, but I gave myself all the power-ups to showcase it. So there is a jump, there is a double jump, and there is also a dash with a trail that simulates the player's path behind it. In addition, the player can attack on 4 directions, and attacking knocks the enemy depending on the direction of the attack. When you attack, there is also a resource meter on the top left of the screen. And if you get a full bar, indicated by it turning white, you can use that resource to heal. So I'm just going to take damage now. And as you can see, I get knocked back, similar to how the enemy gets knocked back. And there's also freeze frames and invincibility frames to increase the impact. And I can use the previously mentioned resource to heal myself. In addition, you can also attack downwards, also called a pogo, which allows you to bounce upwards and also refreshes your dash. So you can do something like this. In terms of the map, as you move left and right, there is side-scrolling with a scroll margin. There are flat surfaces with basic rectangle collisions, and there is also curved, smooth surfaces like these that automatically orients the player to be always perpendicular. In addition, when the player is on the oval, the attacks are automatically aligned with the player. And to determine attacks and collisions on the oval, I use the rotating axis algorithm, which checks if 2 rotated rectangles are colliding. And this white sphere here is where you would normally get the upgrade to dash. In addition, if you fall down off the terrain, you get automatically respawned. It checks which rectangle is closest to you and spawns you on that rectangle. So the rotating axis algorithm is where the main complexity of my project lies. To do this, I created a vector class to represent the main axes of the rectangle, and in addition, use the intersections of those vectors to get the rotated corners. Then I had to project these corners onto the other rectangle's axes, and then form a line segment between those corners to check if the line segment is contained within the rectangle. And as you move forward, you can see some more complex enemies. So this enemy is called a charger, and it charges at you if you are in its line of sight. In addition, if you attack it from behind, it will also reverse its direction and charge towards you. As we move forward, there is a basic flying enemy, which flies towards you if you are in a certain radius, and as it gets closer to you, it decelerates. So we're just going to move forward, and this is where you get your double jump normally. And finally, we arrive at this final area where you have a mini boss. So this boss teleports every time you hit it, and in addition, it shoots these fireballs at you that follows a linear path. And once you defeat the mini boss, you win the game. So that is basically my project, and thanks for listening.